Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. They said to each other, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They used brick instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, "As if one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language, so they will not understand each other." Genesis chapter 11, 1 through 9. But in secret, God chose one who would bear the burden of understanding all language, from all living, spiritual, and anomalous beings and things. This will be the beginning of those who will be known as translators. Over many centuries, they have been called many names, using the power of language of different realms to summon spells and manipulate the society we live in today, gathering others into their crafts, into creating books of ancient power. The most powerful to translate an evil spirit into this world and create devastating destruction, mastering all language to create life, was the last night. But let us start with the very first of them to possess such a powerful tool, by the name of Zakai of Mesopotamia. A year later, and Zakai had now reached 18 years around the sun and had grown to be a farmer, profiting off his family land. He had great interest in agriculture, seeing that this was the way his family ate. It was the year 2243 BC. It was a month after the punishment of God's anger towards humanity for the Tower of Babel. Many earthquakes came. Trade that was once very profitable for Zakai's family was now taken away by unsudden massive rivers that blocked them from once close cities. People who were once of the same tongue no longer understood one another, causing division. His mother and father and 4 brothers were amongst Zakai. It was a chilling winter night when Zakai was awakened in sweat, voices rushing through his head. He fell to the ground screaming until the voices suddenly stopped. His brothers rushed in, looking for danger and rescue of their brother, to find Zakai alone, untouched on the floor. Kareem, the oldest of the 5, spoke up and asked, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Zakai replied, "I can't explain it. I woke up sweating just hearing voices. I can't understand." As everyone stood in silence, laughter filled the room as Zeke picked up Zakai and tucked him in. "Oh, be well, brother. It was just a bad dream." Zakai agreed and closed his eyes, falling back asleep. The next morning, Zakai woke up and couldn't help but feel different. He walked to the village that was not far to trade on his goods. When he arrived, he noticed he had understood an unknown language. He couldn't understand it yesterday, but now today, he could hear the man clearly. And when he walked around, he understood more languages. And now, he can now understand that he can now speak these languages. As he walked around the village, he now realized he could speak and understand every language that was in the market. With this new tool, he was able to sell the many goods and help others to translate to sell their goods, creating a very great profit for the day. Every day, Zakai done this, building his own empire and fortune, teaching great kings different languages, creating trade and great wisdom until he was no more. After the sins of the last night, there will not be a translator for thousands of years. Hey, you guys, that was the first chapter of the Translator. If you guys enjoyed it, push like and subscribe. And tune in next week for the next chapter of the Translator. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you soon.